Alright. Review number 3. I'm not doing them order. And it's quite late at night, so this will be my last one for tonight. Oh, that's bright. Okay, so now the person that submitted this blind box knows what's going on. Okay, we're gonna look at the blind box. We have six comics. I'm gonna flip them all around. Okay. Let's see how this goes. All right. This is not a Carnage comic. It's Venom 27. Unknown variant. Oh, unknown warehouse. Distribution warehouse, whatever they call themselves. Let's put this back away. Okay. So unknown, and we've seen our fair share of unknowns right now. Even by now, and I've only done 3 of these. This is the 3rd one. They can afford to get really good artists, and they carry some weight in the comic book industry. Probably on the sales publishing side. So they can also do short runs. This variant, Carnage / Venom-y kind of creature, is very cool, very pretty. It's a $20 comic, I think. Comps below, blah blah blah. You guys know how it goes by now. It's a very striking cover. Done photorealistic. Venom is super hot right now. The movie's gonna come out and flop. I do not expect that thing to do well. The good news is that Sony kind of alluded to the fact that if Venom or Spider-Man 3 or there's one more flop, they'll hand over the reins to Marvel and Disney 100%. It's great. Those type of things never happen. Alright, so about $20. I think why I'm underwhelmed a little bit by this is that there's so much Venom out there. It's Venomized and, you know, King in Black, and it's very much. I feel like, as someone who keeps up with the latest comics, I feel like I've been beaten over the head with Venom. That's a very funny sentence to say. Okay. This is a very nice cover. It's Peter Parker and the Spectacular Spider-Man. It's one of the longer-lasting Spider-Man titles. We have Gwen / X-23 / Deadpool. This is fantastic. I actually forget whose variant this is. Okay, KRS Comics. They don't do a whole lot of variants, like Unknown, but this one did quite well. There was another one similar to this, also for Spectacular Spider-Man #1. So this is a $40 comic. Is about what you can expect to pay. Really fantastic. This is interesting. Okay. Okay. We'll make some assumptions later. Let's see what's next. Okay, so Undiscovered Country is actually a really interesting concept, and it's actually quite good. Canada versus United States, where Canada's the small, happy, friendly kind of group, and the United States is this kind of overbearing country with massive amounts of military. It's a great variant. Another virgin. For those who don't know a whole lot, virgins mean that there's no text about the product, like product text, on the thing, and they often put it on the back. You can actually, do a quick. So this is what the back will look like. There's the barcode. That'll tell you everything about it. You have the creators. Crank. Number one, Undiscovered Country. If you open it up here on the inside cover, and sometimes it's on this page, under the first few cells, so we can get closer. You can see it was November 2019, and it was by Last Mile Publications, which is an image imprint. So, and then you can get all the information about Image. And then, of course, here is the breakdown of the creators. So, written by Snyder and Soul. Art by Danyan Gillespie. So, that would be inside art. Coloring by Matt Wilson. And then lettering by Crank, which is a larger group of people. So yeah, it's a good comic. It's a fun idea for this comic. I think that's why I like it more than anything else. The art is getting really good now. Very photo accurate. Once again, some people like it, some people don't, but I like it. I'm a Ross fan, so okay. Umbrella Academy #1. This is so hot right now. They're breaking away for the different characters, so they have their own storylines. It's one of Dark Horse's few current superhero type stories, so a lot of people enjoy it. It definitely has kind of a Harry Potter meets Kingsman meets early X-Men kind of feel. It's a good read. Undiscovered Country, by the way, is probably $15, $20, and this is like a $4 title. This, of all of them, this is the potential for going up in value. Maybe when I flip these around, I screwed up the order or something. But anyways, NYX, Nix. It's one of the few comics that Caseda's name is still on. This is #4. It's a great cover. X-23's second appearance. in the modern series, and she's revealed to be Wolverine's daughter. Spoiler alert. Yeah, good story. Cover's kind of creepy in some ways. Kind of balances the taboo with the she could really mess you up if you tried anything kind of thing. So, like, someone did this to her and she killed him. So that's a really cool cover. Because of the topic, X-23 is really hot right now. Wolverine is also really hot right now. If the X-Men are coming to MCU soon, it would be probably Wolverine that is introduced, because he's the easiest one to introduce. He has a strong background in the movies. In the comics, he often plays the role of father to the X-Men. Scary, scary father. So the thought is that it's going to be Wolverine that first makes an appearance, and it'll probably be at the end as a cameo. The hard thing is that the fans really want a 5'4" or whatever it is Wolverine, not a 6'1" Wolverine like we've had in the past. You know, it might be a valid concern, because when these actors end up in these movies, when the movie's popular, their likeness is used in the comics. It makes things so much easier for, well, somewhat easier for the artists, but somewhat less creative at the same time. So they really want to nail the likeness of Wolverine, which they've kind of got with Hugh Jackman to some degree. So anyways, blah blah blah. I'm tired. Amazing Fantasy #1. This is fantastic. Brooks and Mendoza teaming up here for a great cover of Amazing Fantasy #1. I think this is the first Arana. I don't view that as a key issue, but it is viewed as a key issue. Amazing Fantasy was one of the first comics that Marvel got behind when they came into the industry. And this is the re-release. And of course, as it should be, it features a spider person. This comic is so hot right now. It just... And I've said that about almost every comic that's been in this blind box. This is the last one. The drawing on it, and the reason why I'm looking there is because that's where, for me, the art is, and then over here is my work. So when I look there, it's work. When I look here, it's the comic. The way it's drawn is really good. The character's headed straight towards the ground, so it's giving this strange upside down view, which almost becomes upside down in more than one way. It's fantastic. When you can have sky on the bottom of the comic, always good. Always good. I think Miles Morales kind of introduced us to the fact, and to some degree the movies, Spider-Man and the more recent movies, that it's okay to crime fight in, your pants and your t-shirt. Even Superboy has adopted that kind of mentality in the last 5 years. So, yeah, there it is. $45 comic. 45? Crazy. Crazy. Good sense of motion. Good sense of motion. Okay, let's go over these real quick again. Let's go backwards. So, Amazing Fantasy number 1. Next 4. Umbrella Academy number 1. Watch this comic, it's going to go up. This is Undiscovered Country number 1. Spectacular Spider-Man number 1. Very pretty variant. And Venom 27, another pretty variant of Carnage. All these comic books are in fantastic shape. Sharp corners, traveled well to get you. Very, very good. You know, when they talk about mystery boxes, you can, and we've seen it already with the other two that I've reviewed, you can get story arcs, you can get someone that puts the story around one character or around one story style or around an artist or creator. Then you get the guy or girl, I don't know who said this, who simply comes in with a machine gun and shoots down the walls. You know, it's Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. No finesse, no whatever, but as they say in blind boxes, banger, 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 right? And that's really what this was. Mostly Marvel. One Image, one Dark Horse. You got the cheaper comics, $15, were beautiful Virgin variants. The more expensive ones were beautiful too, but they stand out because of spec, they stand out because of keys, whatever the case might be. And then the one that stood out to me actually was the Umbrella Academy number 1. If Umbrella Academy keeps doing what they're doing, that could be a $40 book. You know, so yeah, a great blind box. Did everything right. Kind of blew it out of the water. So, who was the owner of this cover? I need to look it up. It was Chasing Keys and Grails, otherwise known as Roy. That was Chasing Keys and Grails. Alright, people, so we got 3 in the bag now. If you like the blind box that I showed, not my commentary, my stories, my whatever, like this video. There is a fantastic People's Choice Award. Like the video, please. And we'll get the person that you vote for the most a wonderful prize. Alright, people. Stay tuned for the next one.